Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Serlom Annoh and Mensah Attah has also crashes over Annoh Dompreh's violent statements, which I would like you to join me listening to what they say about him. In fact, he is behaving like a student politician. That's what Annoh said. Please join me listening to what they said into detail. Without much ado, this station still remains PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can equally leave a comment at the comment section after watching, or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777. Thank you.
Welcome back to What the Papers Are Saying. My name is Vivian Kai Loco. Let me introduce our guest for today's edition. We have Attah Mensah, who is here with us at Channel 1 TV as well as City 97.3 FM. Say welcome.
Thank you.
And then we have Serlom Annoh, who's also here with us at Channel 1 TV as well as City 97.3 FM. Serlom, welcome.
Thank you, Vivian.
It's your birthday. What are you doing here?
We're learning from you.
Papa says he'll give you bonus for coming on your birthday.
We'll share the bonus. Don't put words in his mouth. We'll put the bonus on the table and share.
And the three of us to share. I like that.
No ididija.
No ididija. We're cool like that. So guys, welcome. This is the first edition for us for this year.
Yeah.
And it's good to be back and good to be with you guys. It's been an exciting week, a lot of news. It's exciting for us as news people because there's a lot of action with the legislature and other matters around the country. So we'll start with them. And I'm going to start with something that happened today. It hasn't been captured by the newspapers yet. This has to do with the Minority Chief Whip, the Honorable Annoh Dompreh, on some statements he made around the Ablekuma North parliamentary elections, which is still not finalized. So let's pick that clip quickly, and then I'll pick your thoughts around that, gentlemen.
If the NDC led by Mahama Yariga will not be reasonable, no matter say Ablekuma North, based on all the evidence available, Yewinia, no more margin somebody to trust some, they will continue. They are not going to allow the EC to collect. Asunjia di asunjia mu nyabi wa parliament obiem. Se IGP ayena adwin se obeye hwehan na nkrofoi akoso di nkwasiasam etutuasam a we will continue to demonstrate. Me demonstration so me papa. And I say me here demonstration a chair. And I'm a council do demonstration. Ain't it? So I'm on penny to penny noa. I'm on fire there to baby a dapper. Yeah, share Nimusa, we are giving the EC 1 week. 1 week. 1 week, 7 days. The EC must come and declare our candidate as the winner of the Ablekuma election.
So that's the Honorable Annoh Dompreh. He's a Minority Chief Whip over there. So, let me start with you. These statements are a bit troubling. Honorable for a Member of Parliament?
Well, I think people have been testing the waters for some time now. And I think for some of the, if I should say, the young politicians, it's become stylish for them to always test the waters to see how it will impact on, first of all, their political careers. I mean, he may have genuine concerns, but I'm not sure that the approach is the way to go. And I'm sure somebody will say, oh, but the NDC also did, similar things at some point. But point is that we have moved forward, and there's a new government that is just about settling. It's actually irresponsible for a member of parliament to encourage people to go beat other people. I mean, it's not done. And it doesn't sound like a joke.
Yeah.
So I think that he needs to take himself more seriously. You know, you can't call on people to go and beat somebody. It's a no-no, and it should be condemned in no uncertain terms. And I just say that the young parliamentarians or young politicians, they should learn from the older ones and how they conducted themselves. You know, this calling people. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I heard it. You know, call when you meet MDC persons, something, go and help them to beat them. I mean, and I'm asking, is that how you assert yourself as a parliamentarian? I mean, and then there's the one that said we are giving the EC 1 week ultimatum. In your capacity as who? And okay, so if the EC does not declare, what can you do?
He says he's missed demonstrations. He wants to protest.
But that's
he
a
wants
joke.
You can't
joke with this office of a member of parliament, much more the office of the minority whip. You can't do that. And I think that the seniors in the party should sit such people down and educate them. And I use the word educate them because, you see, if they flourish, it impacts on the fortunes of the party. You know, what a lot of these people do not consider is that it's not all the time that elections are won by the party followership. Okay? There's a middle of the road people who really could not be bothered. Okay? Some of these things actually annoy people. They actually annoy people. And so I think that he should be spoken to. If you want to continue to be the minority leader, there's a minority chief whip. There's a way you conduct yourself. You understand? Violence is not a way to go at all.
But it looks like this is his style. He's been in the news for some bad reasons for the past 3 weeks or so. Starting with the clash with MFA Castle, moved to the incident we saw in Parliament, telling people to remove microphones and all that. And then now we're seeing what we're seeing with the same gentleman. Yeah,
but if it's your style, it's Parliament. You understand? And I'm just saying that the elders of the party should have a forum where they address some of these issues. Because in my, three decades of following and covering parliamentary issues, I have never witnessed a situation where anybody won by conducting themselves this way. You are not winning anything. Threatening the Electoral Commission that you are giving them 1 week ultimatum. Within which context are you giving the ultimatum? That they should declare by force, or if they don't get to work, what on earth can you do to the Electoral Commission? So this ultimatum thing, it doesn't work that way. At this point, you always call for conversations. Make your point. If it has to go to court, let's go to court. You get me? But this whole thing, I found it very appalling. That you can threaten people and then also urge people to go and beat people. I mean, what is that?
Okay. Let's bring in Serlom. Should he have been picked up by now in terms of inciting people to beat people?
Well, it would have been nice to have him have a conversation with the law enforcement. Some of the things he said were very unparliamentary. They were not comments that the member of parliament, much less a leader of the house should be doing, should be speaking. I think the party should be worried. The party should be worried. The party perhaps should start having conversations around the choice of the leaders for their caucus. He being minority chief, where the chief who comes with, you need to be hard a bit to be able to do that job. But it's not, the way he's going about it is not the way to go. he was the majority chief whip. He was a guy who in Parliament said, "You guys polluted the water more than us," and that comment did not help him. That comment, was not appropriate. A lot of people, castigated him for that comment and said a lot of things about him. He doesn't appear to be learning. He's so much in the news together with his boss, Afenu. But he's a man in question now. So much in the news, behaving as if they are student politicians. But you are national politicians. You are not student politicians. Go to Mike, like go and do. No, you are not student politicians. You are serious politicians. And for some of the comments he made, these are comments that or conduct which are likely to breach the peace. It's not proper. Ablikmanov right now could be a volatile area. You see how supporters could clash, could go to the EC, could fight, could destroy things. Very volatile place. And so you don't go to a place like this, make this comment. You will make the comment and you will leave. And then you'd have destroyed things there. I mean, you'd have destroyed the already volatile environment there. And I'll not be surprised if this night or tomorrow, there is a clash between NDC people and NPP people. If that happens, it would have been due to this comment he made. It was very reckless, it was very irresponsible. He didn't have to make that comment. Anytime they speak, they say that the small number they have in Parliament shouldn't matter, because in the 97 Parliament, we had NPP people about 61, NDC about 139, but in 2001 they came to power. But they've forgotten that this wasn't the approach the guys used. They used a lot of intellectual, ability to push their things forward. They were responsible. They dealt with things well, not this way, going to scatter things, going to destroy microphones, going to dismantle table and all of that. When you drill down, it's useless. So I think they need to be spoken to. If their elders are there, I mean, the former leaders of the House, the former chief whips, people who have been there before and they've seen it before, I think they should call some of them and talk to them. What they are doing, they think they are being hard, but it may rather drive people away. I mean, people should see your strength in the kinds of arguments you put up, not this kind of thing. You're giving the EC 1 week ultimatum. What will you do? You demonstrate so that the EC will do what? And you see, the thing he's saying, he wants a one-directional answer. So 1 week to declare the results in our favor. So the EC could declare the results, maybe not in their favor, but that will not satisfy him. So he will do what he thinks he can do. So the EC should declare the results in 1 week, and then declare the results in their favor.
Because he says that they won, and
but we don't know that yet.
Well,
we don't know that yet, and that even raises bigger issues for the EC. Maybe a question for another day. How we go about this, and so that tomorrow it doesn't happen that way. Somebody can just come, take your pink sheets away, and now you'll be depending on the contesting parties, etc. It's not the best. But for Annoh Dompreh especially, I think he has to be spoken to. If these comments are left, unaddressed, it may lead other people to do similar things, and it will not be the best. Right. The current situation we have in the Parliament, even though their numbers are not the same, things like this will not help the House. So look at the thing he's saying. After 1 week, if Mama Yariga and couldn't do anything, there will be no peace in that House. What can you do? You are just 88. The guys are about 100 more than you.
We actually saw them 2 weeks ago in Parliament when they disrupted Parliament and sang songs and stood, remember, over this Ablikmanov.
Yes.
If you remember.
But you see, that was the beginning of things.
Yeah.
So I think we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Speaker Babin is not a guy you can push around. You can say all kinds of things you want to say about him, that he followed the rules or not. But in his mind, he followed the rules, and he will do what he has to do. Now, I'm not sure they can easily do that again, because they will know that there could be sanction coming. And you don't want to be sanctioned many times. I don't even understand what they are doing. If the nature of the game is such that the numbers or the majority carries the day. So that's why they say the minority will have its say, but the minority will have its way. So in the end, it comes down to the numbers. You have to vote. So if you see your numbers are few and you will not win, you can't say you want to disrupt it. So you will not leave. You will be there and the thing will not happen. No, you can't. It cannot be a sustainable strategy. Yeah. Once in a while you can do that, but that cannot be a sustainable strategy. If the other guys also want to meet you boot for boot, what happens? So I think Annoh Dompreh especially, he needs some talking to, and he carries. There's some of arrogance. I don't. He needs some talking to. It's too early in the day. Maybe he will change along the line. But with this posture, I don't see where he'll be going with.
Let me.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciate your time on the channel, and once again said, God bless you for the good work you are doing. We will meet again. Stay tuned. We have more in store, and you cannot afford to lose it or miss out. Please do stay tuned by subscribing and turning the notification bell on. Thank you.
Debi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.